3, 2, 1, showtime!
Yeah, me too. Alright. That's going to be a weird opening. Episode 25 here, and it is Sunday the 31st. Holy
Come
crap. On! God, it's already almost June. Holy shit. Which means my birthday is a week from Tuesday.
Hell yeah.
Hell, fuck it. Yeah, we're old. Speaking of being old.
22 now?
Be 23, yeah.
Oh, alright. Jordan year, live it up. Or no, yeah, Jordan year.
What?
It's your Jordan year.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. My Jordan year. But, speaking of getting old, seeing old friends yesterday, Burkhart Disc, and that was fun. Now, that was some fun.
That was. We definitely got hustled.
No shit.
Comes in there going, well, I haven't played it in a long time.
Yeah.
But I was out here practicing yesterday.
I just learned, I just tried the shot for the first time yesterday. Let me try it again.
Just fucking nails it. Fucking prick. Nah.
That was really fun. We'll have to definitely go again with him.
Yeah.
Except it was a fucking mud pit, but it's always like that, so whatever.
Just a little. I got my shoes a little wet.
Yeah, I left my shoes out, and they were kind of, my socks were stiff this morning.
Totally forgot to take my shoes out of the back of my car last night.
Uh-oh.
Still have forgotten to take them out. I will do that right after the podcast, so they are going to smell great.
Yeah, they are.
I'm going to wash them tonight.
Gabby will love that.
We're just going to wash them.
Yeah, just do it. They're all right. They're machine washable, I'm sure.
I've done it before. Don't know.
Washing shoes?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't think you can't wash shoes.
These are the same shoes that I took out last year. They got super soaked.
I mean, shoes are mostly fabric, except for the soles, so...
Yeah, they just make a shit ton of noise when you put them in a washing machine.
Is there a child in there?
Putting someone's, child or something in there.
Oh, man. But, speaking of graduation and graduating class, of seeing our former, we know 3 graduates. I have written down right here. I just want to congratulate some of them here. All right, we got your brother, Caden, whatever his middle name is. Okay, Caden, no middle name Finley, from Bloomin' Prairie, Awesome Blossoms. What's he got going on with his life?
Worshipping a fucking flower.
Yeah.
I feel bad. He's just gonna help out on the farm.
Help out on the farm? Per
what the radio said when they were doing the parade today.
What did it say?
It's like Cade will be continuing his work on the farm. And just move right on to the next guy.
Next.
Oh, nice.
No, but congratulations, Caden. We have Gabby.
What?
What's Lexi doing for after graduation? What's she going for?
She's going to University of Superior to play basketball, and she's going for a physical therapy degree.
I don't know if you heard that, but Lexi Smith graduating from Southland is going to what? Superior. Going to play basketball and do what?
Physical therapy degree.
Physical therapy degree. So congratulations to her. I heard she really doesn't care that she graduated, but still, congratulations.
Superior, isn't that you?
Duluth.
So that's Go Dogs?
Wisconsin side of Duluth.
Go Dogs?
No, that's just the University of Duluth.
Oh, okay.
We don't talk about that here. Go Dogs.
Jacob, Go Dogs.
And Bradley Reed Sewer from Casson Manorville what a kid. He's going for the aviation program in Rochester. He's going to learn to fly a plane. I mean, I think he already knows how. He's just going to go do it professionally.
He knows how to do it on a computer, okay?
Well, he does.
SpaceX or space.
No, sometimes when I'm over there, he'll have the flight simulator on his computer, and he'll go on a fucking 5-hour flight. And he's like, I'm heading for Chicago, or heading for fucking across the world. And he's just sitting there.
Does he have a full on?
Yeah, he's got the whole thing and the
rudders there.
And then he's been taking classes to learn to fly. That's what he wants. But congratulations to him. Congratulations to all you.
One of those setups. Those things are sick.
Yeah, they are sick.
Because you can get one with literally all the buttons.
Yeah, they can.
Buttons galore, and the rudders and throttles.
Okay.
It's crazy.
All right. Well, there. I just wanted to do that quick. Good luck, guys. Life doesn't get any easier. I'm telling you that right now.
And you guys aren't as good as 2015.
Woo!
Fucking where? Right now. Back-to-back Connect champs.
Mm-hmm.
Never going to be repeated.
Nope, never. We're like the Michael Jordan of Connect.
Fucking ain't right. Back-to-back.
We couldn't. Too bad.
Repeat.
Too bad we weren't in freaking high school for 6 years, where we could have done it like 6 times, just never graduate. So you just
6 times. Repeat.
repeat. Oh, God. And yesterday when we were disc golfing, I totally forgot that Burkhart was a super senior.
Not
that you said.
Not in high school.
Okay.
He was a super senior in college.
Okay, that makes sense now. I'm like,
he
what?
wasn't. No. So I call him a super senior because he spent 5 years in college.
That makes more sense now.
And he said he took an extra year in college.
Yeah.
So when he's like, "Oh yeah, senior thing," I'm like, you were a super senior."
That makes more sense now.
Because he was definitely not a super senior.
No, that's what I thought.
In high school.
When we were, I'm like in my head, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm talking about?
But yeah, you still laughed and went along like you knew what the fuck.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, what? I guess I didn't put 2 and 2 together that he had 5 years in college. Yeah. He's gonna do great things with his music.
I think after the first year or something, he must have changed majors. Or something.
Must have. He's gonna do great things with the music if that's what he's going for.
He's a great trumpet player.
Fucking flying here.
Did you smack my
off my set?
We didn't clear the set. That's why.
Yeah, told him he's in. I guess he's here legally.
Yeah,
he's looting my stuff.
You better not start on fire. That's all I'm saying about it.
Yeah, we can make jokes about it.
That's all I'm saying.
If I harm a fly, does that count as a hate crime? Are you gonna?
Was the fly armed?
I don't know.
Well then.
He can still breathe, so it's okay. What?
That's a spike. Better look and see what time that was.
Oh, that was about 6 minutes 30 seconds.
Gonna be a nice little spike there for the headphone users.
Rip headphone users.
Press
so
F in chat, please.
We're gonna hop right into some weird news of this week.
You got me.
Yeah, you did. Let's hit it.
You're fucking weird.
All right. A lot of weird ones. Got quite a few today. Are they all going to be funny? Probably not. Are they interesting? More than likely.
Probably not.
Probably not, but am I going to say it anyway? Yes, I fucking am, okay?
All right, Mr. Name on the podcast.
Hey, calm down. I can edit your name in somewhere.
With?
All right. Monkeys steal coronavirus patent blood samples from lab tech in India. Yes, I said that.
It was an inside job.
It sounds bananas, but authorities in India say a troop of monkeys attacked a medical official, stole blood samples belonging to patients who had tested positive for coronavirus. Earlier this week, a lab technician at state-run medical college in Meerut was walking across campus when some Rayuj mosquitoes, whatever that must be a scientific name for monkey, converged on him. The monkeys then snatched away blood samples that the lab tech was carrying from 4 COVID-19 patients who are undergoing treatment. Eyewitnesses reported seeing a monkey chewing on one of the samples collection kits while sitting at top of a tree. In addition, the monkeys left parts of the stolen kits scattered on the ground, concerning local officials. No evidence has been found that monkeys can contract the infection, but we are still monitoring. Oh, God. Sky News reports that since lockdown measures were imposed 2 months ago in the area, monkeys have been congregating in places that are normally crowded by humans, not for monkeys. Oh, God. Fucking Planet of the Apes shit here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's June. It's time for something new.
Whatever happened to the murder hornets?
They never...
That was a filler episode.
Yeah. It never turned out to be what people thought it was going to be.
Because they were trying to distract us. It's a fucking conspiracy, man. I can tell you.
You didn't get me. You didn't get me. Ha!
Yeah, well, I saw through your lies.
Oh, fuck.
I see through your lies.
You're fucking bullshit. Alright, some of you freaks out there will like this one. Judge clears man who broke into wrong house to fulfill client's BDSM sex fantasy. Which I was just informed before the show that means some 50 Shades of Grey shit.
Yes.
Okay, talk about getting off. An Australian man accused of breaking into the wrong house as he sought to fulfill another man's sex fantasy has been found not guilty. On Thursday, a judge in South Wales cleared Terence Leroy of charges stemming from an incident last July where he was one of two men hired to carry out a stranger's sexual fantasy of being tied up with clad in his underpants. I don't know, you might have to look what that means.
I don't want to.
C-L-A-D, clad. Someone help me. Problem is Leroy and his partner went to the wrong house, according to PerthNow.com. The case of mistaken identity began after a man living in western north-southwest near Griffith went on Facebook looking for someone willing to tie him up and then rub a broom handle around his underwear, according to Australian Associated
I
Press.
think you just found out what that word means.
I think I did. I didn't want to stumble upon this. He was willing to pay $5,000 if it was really good, Judge Sean Grant noted in the ruling. A police officer testified that the man who hired Leroy and another unidentified man had a history and productivity of engaging the services of people. After finding two people willing to engage in the role-playing fantasy, he sent his address to them. But on the day of the fantasy was to take place, Leroy and his partner showed up at the wrong house in the client's street. The home's occupant, who was on his way to use the bathroom, heard noise and assumed it was a friend who came by each day to make coffee. The victim yelled out, "Bugger off, it's too early." It's Australian, by the way. But turned on his nightlight after hearing someone ask if he was the name of the man waiting for the kinky roleplay. The victim then turned the light on and saw two men carrying machetes standing next to his bed, according to The Guardian. After the victim spoke his own name, Leroy and his colleague realized the error and started to leave. According to court documents, one of them said, "Sorry, mate," and the other shook the victim's hand and said, "Goodbye, good day." What the fuck? Then they drove to the correct address while the man they had left behind contacted the police, according to Perth Now. Police eventually showed up, found the machetes in the car, and charged Leroy with entering a home intending to immediate harm while armed with an offensive weapon. During the trial, Leroy's attorney successfully argued that the whole mishap, as he told the court, arose from a commercial agreement to tie up and stroke a semi-naked man in his underpants with a broom, according to the Australian AP. That's a real story. Oh,
You
God.
just don't get those in America either.
No, you don't.
You gotta go outside the country for that kind of shit.
Oh, my fuck. I need a drink out of that one. Fucking broom. What the fuck? Well, we're going to stick out of the country for this next one. I saw this one like about a week ago, but it's still heartwarming. A feisty old Polish grandmother at the age of 103 beats coronavirus and then cracks open a Bud Light to celebrate. Blake agrees with her on the Bud Light. This Bud's for her. Jenny Stenja, 103-year-old great-great-grandmother in she's from Massachusetts, but she's Polish. I gotcha. Massachusetts. Well, it says Polish in the fucking thing.
We may be jumping over a pond, but not that pond.
Well, either way, she's Polish, but she lives in Massachusetts. Celebrated defeating the coronavirus in the best way possible by knocking back a cold one. She always had that feisty fighting spirit, granddaughter Shelley Gunn told the Wicked Local. She didn't give up. Family members told the Wicked Local that Stenja, a nursing home resident and hardcore Boston sports fan, developed a fever, tested positive for the virus, and quickly worsened. But she beat COVID-19, and the nursing home staff let her celebrate with a Bud Light. Footage of from TMZ below shows Stenja savoring her Bud Light and commenting on how cold it is. Adam Gunn, Shelley's husband, told the website that Stenja's battle got so bad that at one point he asked if she were ready to go to heaven, and she replied, "Hell yes." This feisty old Polish grandmother, of course, officially beat the virus. Adam Gunn told the Wicked Local, the website, she says, 2 children, 3 grandchildren, 4 great-grandchildren, and 3 great-great-grandchildren. See if this video. Oh, look at her drinking it.
It's cold.
How was it? Good?
Yeah,
Yeah?
that's cold.
Sounds like she smokes 3 packs a day. It's cold. That fucker's cold.
Oh, well, good for her, though. Kicking the ass. See, it's what the world needs right now. That.
Almost dropped it.
Oh, man.
What?
See, police make sacrifices, too. Florida police use Krispy Kreme to lure back bear off city streets. Oh, God. Glazed or jelly, a black bear roaming around a Florida city proved no match for the donuts that lured the animal into a humane trap. The Fort Myers News Press reports that the juvenile 250-pound bear spent a good chunk of Tuesday morning meandering around the Gulf Coast city, wildlife officials say. Bears tend to move more in the spring in search of mates and always food. In such a congested area, tranquilizing the bear wasn't an option, said Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission officer. He said that the drugs don't always work immediately on large animals such as a bear. Mm-hmm. When we use a tranquilizer, the bear sometimes will run away, and we didn't want to take any chances of it running into traffic or a residential area. Mm-hmm. So instead, officers turned to donuts from Krispy Kreme and some blueberry pie scented spray in a trap. And that did the trick. Brown said the bear was relocated to a state-managed wildlife area. Authorities estimate there are about 4,000 black bears in Florida. Wildlife officials also say people should be sure to secure their garbage cans and should not put them out the night before pickup. It gives the bears an opportunity.
You know where that state sanctuary is? 6 feet under. They took them all back. Batman!
Old Yeller style. You see how the cops had to sacrifice for Krispy Kreme donuts.
You know they didn't actually give him the donuts. The fat bastards still on them.
Yeah, they just had
them over. Come here.
Yeah.
On. Gotcha.
Gotcha, bitch.
Get in this trap.
Oh, well, we got a couple more here. But this one seemed interesting. Hitler's alligator. In quotes, it says, dies at Moscow Zoo at the age of 84. Did you know Hitler had an alligator?
No.
I didn't either. Maybe it's not actually his
I think
alligator.
he's probably a Jew hater, too. I feel bad for the alligator. Yeah,
What's
horrible fucking, bring up. I feel bad for you. Living with hate is not the way to live.
An alligator that survived a bombing raid on Berlin during World War II and was rumored to have once belonged to Nazi tyrant Adolf Hitler. Excuse you.
She can't hear you.
Well, I know, but I could hear her. Died at the Moscow Zoo on Friday. He was 84.
Oh.
The zoo said in an announcement, did he get a Bud Light before he died? The zoo... What?
Nothing.
What was that?
You're gonna give a Bud Light to a fucking alligator?
It was a joke. Ow.
That's what you get for your shit joke.
The zoo said in an online statement that the alligator, Saturn, was a picky eater who quickly became ill, who loved getting massaged with a brush. Saturn was given the utmost care and attention, the zoo said. That's all in Russian. I'm not going to read that part. When Saturn was born in the United States in 1936, he was gifted to the Berlin Zoo almost immediately, the statement said. The Berlin Zoo was hit during several bombing raids in World War II, and in 1943 the facility was destroyed by one, killing many of the animals and releasing the others. It's unclear where Saturn was for the next 3 years. In 1946, Saturn was gifted by British forces in Berlin to the Soviets, who delivered the gator to the Moscow Zoo. Almost immediately, the myth was born that he was allegedly in the collection of Hitler and not in the Berlin Zoo. The zoo said it was news release. No direct connection between Saturn and Hitler has ever been sustained. So it's really not maybe his alligator.
That whole fucking thing was a lie.
Pretty much.
Fake news!
Conspiracy theory. Just like the murder hornets.
Just like, oh yeah, murder hornets. Goddamn murder hornets.
Do you like weekends?
Knowing that I only get one off a month. Sure.
Do you like going topless on those weekends?
I'm going topless anytime. Because I'm a male and I can do that.
Go topless. Jeep weekend leads to hilarious viral news report and 180 arrests. A wild beach event last weekend in Galveston County, Texas led to more than 180 arrests and led to a fairly hilarious viral news segment. Thousands of people gathered on the Gulf Coast of Bolivar Peninsula to celebrate Go Topless Jeep Weekend, an annual event that seemed to have more meaning this year for people who had lived for the past 2 months mostly stuck in their homes. We've been in quarantine and I need to get out and party, beachgoer Chelsea Coyer told Galveston NBC in a news report. Coyer claims she was taking percolations to keep from getting the coronavirus by washing her hands for 20 seconds, but the station's video of the event captured lots of people twerking without masks, as well as drinking and standing very close together. Police at the event admitted that enforcing social distancing was pretty much impossible. We do what we can. We cannot control individuals or what people do as far as their life. We just try to manage the best way in whatever scenario occurs. The sheriff, Henry, whatever his last name is, said to KBMT. He later told NBC News that 2 men were shot in their torsos after an argument. Both had be airlifted to a hospital. Their conditions haven't been released. Police were looking for a 3rd man who fled the scene. All told, more than 180 attendees were taken into custody for numerous unrelated crimes, including assault, driving without wearing a seatbelt, driving while intoxicated, and driving while nude. Didn't know that was a thing. By comparison, 80 people were arrested and 6 people were taken to the hospital during this event. A few locals were disappointed at some of the attendees' behavior. I don't know why it's so hard for people to just show up and have fun these days. It disappoints me to see that kind of violence come out to here because it's usually really quiet. It's just disappointing to see that's the kind of thing people are doing. On the other hand, KBMT's coverage of the event went viral thanks to footage that demonstrates how crazy can get after 2 months at home. This is the funny news segment. Seth?
After several weeks of being stuck inside, thousands have flocked here to Bolivar Peninsula to make the most of their time while out.
Been in quarantine and I need to get out and party. Woo!
Go Topless Jeep Weekend.
What's better than beach and a few drinks and Jeeps? Man, getting better than that.
In full swing at beaches on Bolivar Peninsula. This event comes at a time where beaches across the state are reopening following the coronavirus pandemic. And beachgoers like Chelsea Collier are still taking precautions to stay safe.
Wash them hands for 20 seconds and keep them clean with the Germ-X. Totally.
At last year's Go Topless event, chaos erupted. About 80 people were arrested. 6 people were taken to the hospital. But this go-round, the Galveston County Sheriff's Office has enlisted the help of 40 DPS troopers.
Come down, have a good time. You have a good time, there's no issues. But when you start acting silly, like the sheriff said on the previous interview, we've got a jail that's got a whole lot of empty holes.
The Sheriff's Office have made at least 63 arrests so far in connection to Jeep Weekend. As for the enforcement of social distancing, they say it's challenging to enforce.
I mean, you can't. It's just, it's not possible to do that on this beach with the amount of people that we have here. It's just, we can't do that.
The additional presence of law enforcement has been a welcoming sight for beachgoers, given the history of this event.
Law enforcement's definitely made their visitability and made people chill out and not be as crazy. The cops are doing their job as long as they don't be mean to people who are actually being innocent. Then I'm all gravy, baby.
And if you missed out on today's festivities, you can come out tomorrow. Like the Galveston County Sheriff Office says, act responsible while having fun. Reporting here from Bolivar.
All right, yeah. So, don't be stupid. You can have fun. Don't be stupid.
Peninsula.
Oh, God. Sorry, dude. I gotta cut you off.
Not again.
Yeah, that's all I have for some weird news. Blake.
Got some shower thoughts?
You do?
Yeah.
It's Blake's time to shine.
Nope.
Nope.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine sure feels odd to watch with all these protests going on.
Yeah, that show was great, though.
I love that show. All right, let's go back up to the top here.
All right.
So, Spider-Man is proof that sewing is still an essential skill for men. Got to make that Spidey suit, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We are only aware of serial killers who slipped up and made mistakes.
Yes, that is true.
If your pet makes a specific noise around you for attention, that's them naming you.
Say that one again.
If your pet makes a specific noise around you for attention, that's them naming you.
It's true.
So now you will forever be known as
Fina! Name that show in the comments.
Flat earthers are so adamant about the earth being flat, yet none of them have gone looking for the edge of the earth.
Yeah, is that because they are honestly deep down know they're full of shit, or are they just too scared to fall off the earth?
Probably. Sleeping late is considered lazy, but waking up early and taking an afternoon nap is fine.
I take a lot of afternoon naps that I don't want to.
The ending from the Joker is playing out in real life right now, especially up in Minneapolis.
Yeah, but you fucking deserve. Fucking love that movie.
That is a good movie.
But yeah, you're right. I do.
I mean, this one hits straight home. We're living through events that look like something straight out of a history textbook.
Yeah, this whole year so far. And
Yeah.
we're just getting to the halfway point.
Yeah. It's totally normal to use a urinal, but peeing with the stall door open is considered weird.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Just something about that ass being out.
Well, you don't have to have your ass open.
No, your ass is out when you're pooping.
Yeah, but you're not looking at it.
I understand that. You can't look at your ass anyways because you
Yeah,
can't see
but-
behind you.
but did you
But when
just
you're at a
say-
urinal, it's just the front, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But when you're sitting down, you got it all exposed. It's just because when the butt's out. And women,
Oh, yeah.
they use a stall.
Yeah.
Door's always shut.
Yeah. I thought you
'Cause
were
it's the
talking
butts
about,
out.
like, standing to pee in a urinal. Like,
Oh.
like if the urinals are full, you go into the... I mean, that doesn't make a difference if the door's shut or
No,
not.
I guess. Yeah, it says peeing with the stall door open. Is considered. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I took that the wrong way.
Like, if you're taking a shit, yeah, shut the door.
Shut the fucking door. Green food looks healthy, but green drinks look poisoned.
Nah, if it's green beer on St. Patrick's Day.
If you're younger than 40, nobody's traveled to the moon in your entire lifetime.
Older than 40?
If you're younger.
Younger than 40.
Wow.
Well, then we just... I guess we're not going to the moon, but...
No. Almost every microwave has a popcorn button on it, yet almost every bag of popcorn recommends not using that setting.
It's true.
Are you serious? On the bag of popcorn says
Do you have
don't
any
use-
microwave popcorn in the house?
I don't think I do.
Yeah, it says... Just says... It says the time. It says don't use the popcorn button.
Really?
It does.
I gotta check. I don't know if I have a bag of popcorn here.
Most of them say don't use it. I don't know if that's because, like, the popcorn button just really goes fucking balls to the wall. Oh, well, yeah, it's a thing.
I'm not a big popcorn fan. So.
Yeah, me neither, but yeah, it's a thing.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's because the popcorn button, when you push it in the microwave probably just fucking cranks.
Maybe.
And the popcorn can't stand it.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, why do microwaves have a popcorn button?
That's weird. Considering how much we use our phones and use some form of clocks in our life, it's weird they don't appear much in our dreams. I don't think I've ever been in a dream where I'm on my phone.
Not that I can recall, no.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, speaking of dreams, last night, before I went to bed,
yeah,
I was sitting down thinking about, discing again.
Shell, fuck yeah.
And it was in that in-between time where it's like I was thinking about doing it, and all of a sudden I'm sitting there laying on my back, and I thought about running up, throwing it right off the tee, right? And right as I did that, my right arm just goes, huh, and it does the motion. It scared me for a second. It did the half jump thing. That threw me off. If church were only 15 minutes long, a lot more people would come and would draw a bigger crowd.
It's true. It's just too long.
Yeah.
I've been to a couple of funerals that are Catholic funerals.
Yeah, just
and
long.
it's just
I don't like them.
too long.
A ringtone you dislike is more effective at getting you to answer the phone. If I had Nero Forte as a ringtone, never answer my phone. I'm letting that shit play out. I'll call you back here in a minute. Let me listen to Nero. But you get some country song on there. I don't know. Pollen allergies just tell you when the flowers are horny.
Jesus Christ.
Good horror movies probably contribute to higher electric bills.
Oh, to keeping the lights on?
Yep.
Speaking
There
of
you
that,
go. You got it.
I gotta watch The Invisible Man. Blake said, so I
Yeah.
have that. I don't know if I'll watch that one tonight. I'll probably put in Jojo Rabbit tonight, but
Yeah.
I'm off tomorrow.
It'll take you fucking 3 months to watch all those
No,
movies.
I'll watch it.
You don't wear a parachute to skydive. You wear one to skydive twice.
You don't wear a parachute.
You don't wear a parachute to skydive. Or no, it says you don't have to wear a parachute to skydive. You have to wear one to skydive twice.
Oh, I get that makes sense.
Your grandpa probably beat it to Marilyn Monroe as a teen.
Probably. And she's pretty good looking.
Santa Claus could be the world's best hitman. Mario is technically a firebender.
Mario.
Mario.
Me Wario.
The 3 a.m. silence is way more silent than the 1 a.m. silence. Oh, come on. There's got to be some kind of weird, dirty ones here.
You just look up dirty jokes again.
Oh, we got to do that. We had some fun with that last
I
time.
did. You want to get on these dirty jokes?
Do I want to?
I don't know.
Well, just listen to this one first. If you get a blowjob first thing in the morning, then that's a head start to your day.
Oh! Hint, hint.
What do you call the lesbian version of a cock block? A beaver dam.
Get it?
What did the cannibal do after dumping his girlfriend? Wiped his ass.
Oh, no. Oh, is it bad?
I used to be a police officer like you. Then I took a George Floyd to the knee.
Oh, no.
Ouch!
Too soon.
Ooh, I had sex the day before, and the girl didn't take any pill. Instead, went to the hospital for a COVID-19 test. Fuck my life. A man overdosed on Viagra. His wife took it hard.
Oh, God. No.
Why is sex with a teacher better than with a doctor? The doctor says, next one please. The teacher says, let's repeat that.
Oh, God.
What do you call Einstein masturbating? A stroke of genius.
Jesus.
What's the difference between acne and a priest?
What?
Acne waits 13 years to come on your face.
Never said this was a holy show. Okay.
I'm not getting political or religious, so fuck y'all. My dick is like a public defender. You didn't ask for him, but he's all that you can get, and he probably won't get you off.
It's true. Gross.
What's the difference between being hungry and being horny? Where you put the cucumber?
Why are you laughing at that one?
I told my wife to treat me like a Nintendo. Whip it out, blow on it first, and then it should work.
The life of that, though, and the real Nintendo, that life, man.
Oh, what's this one? My dating life is like Pulp Fiction. 1 minute I feel like John Travolta, I got class, style, and a nice car, and I'm on my way to pick up my date. The next minute, I'm getting fucked in the ass.
Alright, just jump right to that.
Oh my God. How does a woman scare a gynecologist?
How?
By becoming a ventriloquist?
Gross.
Making it talk?
No.
What did the vagina say to the penis?
What?
You're doing great. Keep it up, buddy. Ooh, how are 6 women like a golf course?
It's gotta be something with holes.
18 holes.
Oh. Ew.
My girlfriend asked me if she was getting fat or looked pregnant. I said it doesn't matter. Either way, I'm leaving you.
I'm out.
What do forklifts and women have in common? If you don't have one, you have to unload by hand.
That's funny.
That is so it's true, though.
What is Valentine's Day? What is Valentine's Day? Valentine's Day is the day that the V and the D come together.
That would have been funny.
If I could actually speak, I know. Another spike for you headphone losers. Users!
6 minutes?
Users! I don't know what is wrong with me. What do you do if your girlfriend starts smoking? Slow down, possibly use some lube.
It's just burning.
The letter M in Jim stands for McDonald's.
And Jim's Mills stands for McDonald's.
GYM. I don't know what that means.
What's the J and the I stand for?
I have no idea.
Wait, read that one again.
Jim. The letter M in Jim stands for McDonald's.
That's the whole thing?
Yeah, that's. I don't know why I read that.
Is it J-I or G-Y?
GY. GYM is Jim. And apparently M.
Is it like G-Y McDonald's? Like G, why McDonald's?
I don't know. I kind of want to know.
Maybe. I don't know. What do you call a cheap circumcision? A ripoff.
I was going to say I've heard that one.
Sex is like math. Oh no, I've already read that one. Everybody sucks at blowjobs. I think we're heading back to what we read before. Hold on. How to circumcise rednecks. Kick the sister of redneck in the jaw. This is funny because rednecks always bang sisters.
Any birthdays today?
Yeah, that's it for dirty jokes that we have already seen. Today in history, let's see here. Anything good? Oh, today in 1911, the RMS Titanic is launched in Belfast, Northern Ireland.
Ireland. Up at the whale. Ireland.
Let's see if there's any other good ones. Today in 1977, the Trans-Alaska Pipeline System is completed.
Okay.
Today in 85, 41 tornadoes hit Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, Ontario, leaving 76 dead.
And I wasn't there.
No, shit, of course you weren't there. It's 10 years before your goddamn birth.
12 years if you said 85.
Oh yeah, yeah, I guess. Okay. Oh yeah, that'd be a year before I was even born, or 10 years before, 11 before I was even born.
Uh-oh.
What? Oh,
It's not even detecting your hand
it's
anymore.
gone now. In 2017, today a car bomb explodes in a crowded intersection in Kabul near the German embassy during rush hour, killing over 90. Oh, today in 2013, a record-breaking 2.6-mile wide tornado strikes El Reno, Oklahoma, causing 8 fatalities and over 150 injuries.
And I wasn't there.
I wasn't there.
Daddy
Take me to the fair.
He said he did.
I think he keeps saying that because apparently he's a tornado watcher now. And I don't care.
Now, I've always loved
No.
watching storms. What the fuck you talking about?
Birthdays!
Okay.
Waka Flocka Flame turns 34.
Waka Flocka Target Flame.
Now we just need to do like, who's the one that has the big clock?
Oh, Flavor Flav?
Flavor Flav! We gotta figure out when his birthday is and do one on that so that way I can do that. Colin Farrell, movie actor. What movies is he in?
Colin Farrell. He's more like an action.
Yeah. But what movie
Colin
is he
Farrell, Gladiator. I want to say.
in? Was he in Gladiator?
I want to say
The
Gladiator.
guy from like the movie SWAT.
I don't. Oh, he might be in SWAT. That is another good movie. I love that
I've
movie.
actually seen that movie.
I love SWAT. It's got the dude from Hawkeye. It's got Hawkeye in it. And Hawkeye's the bad guy. And it pisses me off because he's always the bad guy in movies. The Gentleman, The Lobster, Dumbo, Total Recall. He was in the new Total Recall movie. What other movies he got here, dog? I
Isn't he
don't.
in a war movie too?
A war movie?
Yeah.
He might have been.
Yeah, he was in SWAT. He was the main guy in SWAT. Yeah. He was in Daredevil. He must have been the bad
Colin
guy in Daredevil.
Was he Bullseye in Daredevil?
He might have been Bullseye.
I think he
Yes.
is Bullseye.
I'm gonna check now. I think he might have been Bullseye. Yeah, Colin Farrell, Bullseye. God, you guys are fucking good at this. Who else? Nate Robinson, apparently a basketball player, turned 36. Jordy Nelson,
Former Packer, now
Yeah.
retired, I think.
turned 35. And little known fact, my nephew is named after Jordy Nelson.
Really?
Yep. I got a nephew named Jordy. Yep. Damn Packers. John Bonham. Oh, the drummer for Led Zeppelin.
Oh.
His birthday. He's he born in 48. He died in 80, so it doesn't tell me how old he is.
Okay.
It just tells me time.
Well, do the math. I don't want to do the
I
math.
don't want to. Which is
Yeah,
why
we do the math. Born in 1948.
70.
I'm not doing the math.
Yeah, he'd be like 70.
The Andy Hurley, the drummer
50,
for
70, be
Fall Out
72.
Boys. Nobody cares about what I'm talking about. That's
All right,
great.
We're doing the math.
Yeah, Fall Out Boys drummer turned how old? Hold on, 80. Would have been 40. God, you're fucking old. Oh, Clint Eastwood.
Holy shit, he's still
Fucker
alive.
turned 90 today.
Turned 90.
90.
Holy fucking shit.
You feeling lucky, punk?
Favorite movie his is Gran Torino.
Oh, a fucking great movie.
I don't think I've ever seen.
The Mule was really good too.
That one came out.
And then he directed American Sniper, which was really good.
But he used a fake baby in it. Why?
What?
The fake baby that the actor was holding. That was the biggest thing when that movie came out.
American Sniper?
Yes. The fake
Like
baby.
when they're in the room, like
Yeah, when he was in the room, it was a fake baby, and he's sitting there with his thumb moving the head around to make it look like the baby was real.
really?
You guys don't know that?
I mean, I just watched it recently, but I just
You need to
never
go
heard
back
it.
and watch it, and the baby is, or I'll pull it up on here. The baby is
Still love that movie.
so fake.
I still love that movie.
There was a movie that Clint Eastwood came out with a couple years ago,
He was just in the Mule.
and he had his wife in it, and his wife was the lead. She had never acted in anything before, and it was one of the worst movies I think I've ever seen in my life. And I watched it with my dad. My dad absolutely hated it as well. What movie was.
We'll look up Clint Eastwood movies.
I'm
and look
looking
at the
it
new-
up now, and I don't know if I can find it.
Let's look up the newest one he came out with. The last one I knew
Well, they all
he was
jump
in was The
around.
Mule. That's all.
And that's the one. Yeah,
He was
I
the
know.
drug runner.
That one looked good.
That was good.
I will give him that.
God, 90 years old. He's like the male Betty White. He just won't.
But Betty White's older.
She's fucking
Yeah.
gonna live. She's gonna live us all.
It's like when the corona thing started, everybody's worried about stay inside so you don't kill anyone.
I keep seeing goddamn headlines that say Betty White, age whatever, and I'm like, don't say that. She's like, she's doing just fine. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
No, every time you see it, you're like, God,
Don't let this be the day. Are you feeling lucky?
Because remember, she's older than sliced bread.
She is, yes. Betty White is older than sliced bread. 3 years. 3 years. Peace! Alright. I think that's about it.
That's about it.
Walk off, walk off.
You can't find the movie that you're thinking about. That
I can't, but it sucked.
You sure it was a
was-
Clint Eastwood movie?
Yeah, I'm almost positive it was Clint.
I
Oh,
just Google Clint Eastwood and it.
yeah, spouse, Deanna. I think it was Deanna. I think it was her. She was so bad. Was it Bloodwork? But that looks like such an older movie. I don't think it was that.
Well, it was just an old movie you watched now.
It may have been, but yeah, it was a horrible movie with his wife.
Like, honey, we're never doing this shit again.
That might be it, but oh, there was a movie made by some guy that But yeah, American Sniper.
Oh yeah, fake baby. But besides the fake baby, that I guess I never knew.
It's a good movie, absolutely. But yeah, the biggest part of that was just the baby,
Why would they use a fake baby?
because nobody knows why. But yeah, look at this.
Like, you couldn't just use a real baby?
That is a plastic baby.
What the?
That is a plastic baby, and at one point, hold on, right there. It's a fucking plastic baby that he's handing over, and when he is like this, he'll use his thumb to move the arm to make it look like she's moving. Yeah.
Yeah, I got an easy solution to that.
Use a real baby.
Fucking toddler.
This is what the fake baby looks. Look at the plastic fake baby.
It's a plastic Chris Kyle.
It's so dumb. That's the only bad part of them. I mean, it's a good movie, but
Chris Kyle hat, right?
oh yeah, you are.
Cool Chris Kyle.
Yeah, Chris Carr. Carr. Hey, Carr. But yeah, that's all I got. So
Speaking of
for all
like,
I care now, y'all can fuck right off.
speaking of like, side story and Chris Kyle and sniping. Me and Emily's older brother, we have a bunch of airsoft guns at his house. We were just kind of shooting around,
Yeah.
and I was just airsoft sniping from across the street. Fucking fun. I want to get my own airsoft sniper.
I know. There's some. There's one airsoft guy that I watched that like is strictly sniper.
See, the Silo.
Norshoff.
No. I watched Silo.
There it is, Norvich.
Then I watched the Dutch dude, whatever. He's like Dutch hooligan.
Don't know if he's Dutch, but yeah, I think it's just his name is just Norvich.
I was just looking like, I don't want a super cheap one. I'd get probably a decent one. It'd be kind of fun just to
These
come.
ones are this guy. That's Norvich. He's a YouTuber, and this is like all he does is snipers. And that's airsoft sniper right there.
Yeah, it's probably fucking like $2,000.
It's a lot, but dude, the SSG is what the SSG 10. And this thing is a
I'm gonna guess like
fucking
oh wow,
beast.
that's actually not super bad.
No, it's not bad, but it comes with 25-year free parts. And the dude's just like fucking, because he would mod his own shit.
It'd be fun.
And one day he's like,
$300, I'd probably buy one.
he's like, I just want one that like I can do. Oh, he's got a couple options. So,
Some guys, that's his website.
yeah, you can buy different spring powers. You can, yeah. The dude's
It'd be fun.
awesome. He's got a bunch of different stocks you can do, barrel types. All of them are bolt action.
Oh, that's.
And yeah, if you go onto YouTube and just type him up,
I should.
there's
I will
videos
get
of
him.
him using them all the time.
All right. Anything else from you?
I'm good.
I'm good. Gabby, you good?
I'm good.
All right.
The fuck out of my house now.
All right. I gotta get out of this house before I get beat up. I'm gonna go watch those movies.
It's gonna take you 7 months.
It won't.
Can't wait to get those back for Christmas.
I will give them back. I'll watch them this week. I promise.
I'm gonna text you next Sunday.
Okay, you good? No, I'm gonna watch Jojo Rabbit when I get home.
You better watch Jojo Rabbit tonight. That's the one I want you to watch the most.
And I watched The Invisible Man.
I'll watch that one tomorrow night because I don't work on Tuesday. So.
Yeah.
All right. Peace out, y'all.
You're still here. It's over. Go home.